good Sunday evening to you. I'm Jessica Layton. We're coming to you live with a breaking news update on that deadly winter storm that has paralyzed a big part of the country tonight. Let's take a live look at Saranac Lake in upstate New York. This is courtesy of our friends at EarthCam, where the current temperature is 8 degrees, but it feels like 1 degree. About 185 million people still under winter alerts, with wind chills in some areas as low as the -30s. Now let's talk about flights and travel. It was a mess. According to the online tracker FlightAware, there were more flights canceled today than at the height of the COVID pandemic, with more than 12,000 domestic and international flights canceled. More than 30 airports across the country are still closed at this hour. And more than 850,000 customers are without power. And the storm, unfortunately, proved to be deadly. The cold has caused at least 7 deaths. In Caddo Parish, Louisiana, 2 men died of hypothermia, the state health department is telling us. In Austin, Texas, an unidentified person was found dead at an abandoned gas station on Saturday morning. In Kansas, a woman froze to death in the woods in the city of Emporia. And authorities say 3 people have been killed across Tennessee. Now let's bring in meteorologist Michelle Grossman for the very latest on this storm. Michelle, good to see you. I know that you've been busy tracking this all weekend, and we can't state enough that even though the precipitation may be done if people look out their window, the threat here is far from over.
That's right. Yeah, we've been talking about this all weekend long. Hi there, Jessica. We're going to see that Arctic air still in place. So many people without power, hundreds of thousands of people. And that was our biggest concern, right? We were talking about that ice devastated portions of Mississippi, also Tennessee. You saw those trees and power lines coming down just as we expected. And we're going to see power outages for days, if not a week in some spots. And we have that cold air in place. Let's show you where the storm is right now, because we are past the peak finally. That is the good news. We're still seeing snow in some spots. This is what it looks like. Notice the southern tail. We're starting to see that warm air really mixing in. We do still have some icing in parts of the Carolinas, but mainly looking at that heavy rain where you see those brighter colors. That's where we're seeing the heaviest rain falling. Still can see a little purple and pink mixing in. That's the freezing spot. But the storm is now impacting portions of New England. We've been seeing the snow there all day, and that snow is piling up. I mentioned this all weekend long. We have high snowfall rates because of that cold air in place. So we're just seeing that snow coming down, and we're going to see double digits in this spot when it comes to the snowfall. We're looking at Burlington, Syracuse, Albany, Hartford, Boston, Portland, still getting socked in with that snow. And that will be the case as we go throughout the overnight hours into tomorrow. That will be the longest to linger there as we go throughout Monday. 133 million people impacted by snow alerts right now. We're looking at portions of the Carolinas, winter alerts, portions of the Carolinas up into the mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, into New England. And guess what? Winter is not stopping. We're looking at that snow lingering over New England. You could see the blue showing up on our future cast here. That's really showing us where we're anticipating the snow to be falling tomorrow. And there's that swoosh, that whoosh of really cold air over the Great Lakes. We're going to see some lake effect snow, really frigid temperatures, really gusty winds. Remember, those lakes are not completely frozen over yet, so that lake effect snow machine is still churning. Now, as we go throughout Tuesday, we'll see blustering winds with winds up to 35 miles per hour. So temperatures well below normal in so many spots. You factor in the winds, it's going to feel colder than that. And then snow targeting portions of the Great Lakes and also the Northeast on Tuesday. This is what we're looking like in terms of snowfall totals going forward. The highest amounts downwind of the Great Lakes. But again, looking at that snow totaling up in portions of the interior parts of the Northeast and also New England. This will be a huge story as we go throughout the work week here. We're looking at lows tonight dropping well below normal for this time of year. Notice all the way down to the South Jessica, we're looking at 24 degrees. And we'll end it here because we're looking at temperatures so cold as we head throughout Monday, below freezing in many spots. Let's take a look at New York City because we're looking at 31 on Monday and only in the 20s Tuesday and Wednesday. Back to you.
Wind chills, Michelle, brutal and dangerous. Thanks so much. More news ahead on NBC News Now and your local NBC News station. And we will have complete storm coverage Monday morning on the Today Show. I'm Jessica Layton. Be safe out there.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.